Hey, yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Lano XL, Mr. 18 Pockets, one half for the Born Rich Club podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to the audio. If you guys want to see the visuals, you can go over to our YouTube channel, Born Rich Club podcast. Thank you guys so much. This is the audio, and let's get to it. Hey, yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Lano XL, Mr. 18 Pockets.
And yo, what's up? It's me, Mr. McGee, a.k.a. Boopy, a.k.a. Born Rich. And Lano.
What up, dog?
How you feeling, big dog?
Man, I feel good.
Yes,
I feel like, I always say this on, I feel like I won $1 million.
Yeah,
Right.
you done said that shit like 70 times.
Okay.
Man.
Stop saying it.
Yeah, please.
Okay, well,
like, please.
What I supposed to
I'm
say?
saying, I
Tell
don't
me
know.
what I'm supposed to say.
It's gloomy, man. You don't feel,
It is gloomy
I'm not
outside.
feeling so hot today. Why can't men never say that? When somebody say, how you doing, man? You say, man, I ain't not good today.
Hell nah, bro. I mean, you can tell me that. You can't tell no woman that.
Yeah, I'm
She
not
gonna say,
feeling
well,
good
you need to come on because we need to do this together. So you gonna have to, you gonna be like, sure.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
gonna feel worse tomorrow. Then I gotta put my big boy pants on.
Now, I always think about that, bro. It's like we should be able to just be like, you know what, today I'm having a real shitty day. Yeah, today is a shitty day, bro. It's not good. I'm conditioned to just say fine or good or cool, chilling.
I think I say that when I want people in my business.
Just big and back.
You know, people, big and bad. What? Bro, I don't know what you're
Shout
saying.
out to the blood.
Who we got in the building?
Hey, man, listen, man, today, man, we got a beautiful sister in the
Yes.
building, man. Very, very talented, a dope musician. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lights
Very
up
dope.
a room. You know what I mean? Walked in this room and lit it up.
I
You
know.
feel
I
me?
seen Taylor Eyes.
It's a gloomy.
Taylor Eyes
It's
went
gloomy.
like, zoo,
Yeah.
zoo, it's like a cartoon.
That's a fact, and it's gloomy outside. So
Most definitely.
we need a breath of fresh air. We need a
Yes.
good ray of light in here, man. Today we have the wonderful, the beautiful, the amazing IMAN Dillard. How you doing?
I like that name.
Thank you. I'm feeling like $1 million bucks.
There you
There
go.
you go. See, I look, speak it, manifest it. You know what I'm saying? Because one day it's gonna be right there with your name on it. Imani Dillard, cash that check.
And this is another thing, man. This is long overdue. We should have
Yes.
been had you on the platform. You know what I mean? But better late than never. So
Yes.
it's a good thing we got you.
Divine timing.
Absolutely, and we happy to have you, man. We're gonna have some fun. You ready to have some fun? All right, let's get it.
All right, let's get
We
it.
ain't gonna hold the people hostage, man. I guess the first question I want to ask you is, are you born and raised in Nashville?
I was born in Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
And I feel like anybody that know, they should know this by now. Shame on y'all.
No, we know, but we still want the people that don't know.
Yeah.
Y'all
know,
need to go
right?
do y'all research.
Well, they can't do their research because everybody's platform is different. Like
Absolutely.
we got
Okay.
people
No,
from
you right.
Germany,
You
we
right.
got
You
people
right.
from
You right. You
Italy
right.
that's want to get to know Iman Dillard. You know what I'm saying? So everybody doesn't get to follow the same platform.
You're right.
So this is a different platform.
Absolutely. So you said Kansas City, Missouri. All right. What brought you to Nashville? And around how old were you?
I was 8 years old when I moved to Tennessee. I moved to Antioch. My daddy was
Okay.
living here.
Okay.
And my papa, he actually moved from Kansas City to California to Tennessee because he drove trucks.
Okay.
So this is like where he retired. So he was here
Nashville.
first.
Oh, well, in Antioch. That's where he would just say, okay. Now, I ain't never really heard nobody say, man, you know, I'm going to retire, man. Where you going to retire? I'm retired in Nashville.
Yeah, that's crazy. But nah, shout out, man.
Shout out to Papa.
Glad he did that. What high school did you go to?
I went to a lot of different high schools. I was also in foster care.
Okay.
So I don't know. Let's see. I gotta think about it. I went to Antioch High School.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Glen Cliff for like 2 days.
Okay.
I went to Laverne, and then I went to Blackman.
Okay, I ain't never heard of Black. You heard of Black?
That's in
That's in
Murfreesboro.
Murfreesboro. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you moved around a
Yeah,
lot.
I see that, yeah.
Moved around a lot. Did you finish high school?
I did.
You did.
I
Okay.
finished high school a year early.
Oh, you smart.
I got up out of there.
Okay, you like him. You like him.
Nah, that's
He
dope.
graduated at 13.
Shut up.
No,
Nah, he really didn't.
No, I really
gonna
did.
say-
Chip was like, man, you
Yeah.
super
Nah, he
smart.
lying.
Nah,
He
didn't.
is lying,
Nah,
man.
he was 15.
So after high school, what you do? A little college, or you start working? Were you doing music by then?
So after high school, I was in ROTC too. I did a lot of stuff
Oh, okay.
in high school. So I had my mind set on going to the Air Force.
I was gonna say Army.
I was
Okay.
like set on going to the Air Force, but I couldn't gain no weight.
You couldn't gain the weight. It's a weight requirement to go to the Air Force? Oh shit, I didn't know that.
I didn't either. I didn't know that.
It's
either.
a weight requirement.
So what, they want big people?
I was 98 pounds and I had
Oh.
to get to 110, and they gave me 3 months, and I still couldn't make it.
Was you trying to what you
I was
just
trying.
eating?
They put me on a workout plan
Uh-huh.
and a meal plan.
Okay, let's take it
Yeah.
back. What made you make that decision to say, you know what, I want to go to the Air Force?
Actually, my sisters, they were in ROTC.
Mm-hmm.
And my sister Camila, she actually went to the Air Force.
Okay.
And she ended up getting pregnant. So it was like very short term.
Mhm.
But that inspired me, like just seeing the transition, big transition in her life. And it was, like the stability, like coming from our background, like I just really admired what she was doing.
Yeah, for sure.
And I met her recruiter. I had the same recruiter.
Oh, okay.
He
nice.
spotted me out in one of our competitions, and he was like, Dillard. And I was like, oh my God, he's about to get me.
Yeah.
He showed it. He was like, no, you going to the Air Force. But
Okay.
we tried so hard for me to gain them little pounds, and I couldn't. I just couldn't
So
do it.
once you realize, okay, I can't gain these pounds to get me to the Air Force, what was plan B?
I just started working.
Okay.
I started waitressing. I used to work at a nursing home, and then from there I went and got my certificate for a nursing assistant.
Mhm.
Like I did a short course.
Okay, you hustling.
I always just had really just odd jobs. Like and then at one point I was like, I gotta start really getting my music back for real, because I just never was happy working a 9 to 5.
So you was already, when you was making these decisions, Air Force, then you get your plan B, different jobs, you was always into music at this time also.
But I was doing open mics and stuff like that.
All right, that's good though.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
still good though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to take the bus and walk and stuff.
Dedicated. That's what that is, ain't it?
Yeah. When did you start writing music?
I don't know, maybe 6 or 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Really, really young. I got you. So, when you say you was going to open mics and stuff, then what's that? That's here in Nashville
Yeah,
and shit.
it's actually one of them. I forgot what it was called. It's on Trinity, right off of Trinity Lane. It was a little spot that was connected to a hotel, but it closed down. I cannot think of the name.
Yeah.
By that
Yeah.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, I know you're talking.
Oh,
about.
That was
Kilimanjaro's.
I think it was
They
Bentley's.
closed
It
it
was
down.
Bentley's or
Oh, I
something.
thought it was Kilimanjaro's. Off of Trinity
And,
Lane by Taco Bell?
No.
It ain't back off in there. It's right
Oh,
there.
okay.
It's that hotel that was right there.
But
I know
they
you're
were
talking about.
actually they were racist.
Damn.
They didn't like all the young black
artists coming.
open mic, doing the
we
open
get that a
mics.
lot. We get that a lot in Nashville.
It was
though.
it was terrible. So they shut the whole establishment down.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started going to Cafe Coco
Okay, I
and
remember
doing
that.
open mics and events there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we used to just do rent outs, whoever was the band,
Mm-hmm.
which is crazy. Seeing Wizzle where he's at
Come up a
now.
little bit, talk more.
Wizzle used to play the drums
Okay.
at the jam sections. He
Uh-huh.
used to be playing his guitar and stuff, just at random little spots that we could find.
Okay. So let me. I want to ask you this right here. Give me an experience, right, when you're doing an open mic and you realize, okay, this is what I really want to do now. What was that moment like?
I've always been I used to be super, super shy. I still
Damn.
am,
Okay.
but it was way worse back then. But you could never tell. But I always would practice before I do it. It was literally a trial run for me, to see how I could react with a crowd, to see if I could get them to learn the lyrics to my songs, to see if they could remember who I am when they see me. So I would just always practice, and then I feel like it really took off very fast, because
Oh, okay.
I would start showing up and people would be like, Iman, do that one song. Can you do that again? We want to see you
What
do
song?
it again.
What song? What song you used to do when you used to do your showcase?
5 Kids on the Low. That's what it was called.
That's the song called Five Keys on the Low.
I wrote that song and everybody loved it.
What's the meaning of that? Give me the meaning of 5 keys on the low.
5 kids on the low.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I was dating this dude at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And
I already know where this is going.
it's so crazy because
I already know. Damn, I
his
already know.
mom ended up at the time his little brother was 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And we in our early 20s at this point. So every time I would see him, I'd be like, you lying. That is not your mama baby. That is your baby.
Yeah.
Like, because I could not believe that this woman had a 5-year-old.
Uh-huh.
So,
Things that we'll do. Things that we'll just... Because we lie. We'll lie.
Mm-hmm.
you feel me? So I'm
Yeah.
like, nah, that's your baby. And one day I was like, nah, I know that's his baby. So I'm finna write this song. Like, that's what inspired the song.
Damn. What was it? When he heard...
keys
Yeah,
on
let
the
me
low
say.
is
When he heard the song...
He was like, 5 kids?
like, damn, you lying. It's 6.
That is so funny.
Did he
But
really have
it
5?
was something. He really didn't.
Oh,
He
okay.
didn't have none. But
Damn.
it was just that one little experience. I just turned it into something that was entertaining.
Yeah, for sure. I got you.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. So now you doing open mics and getting a good reaction from the crowd. Like, what was the next step for you? Did you say, okay, now it's time for me to just start doing promotion and start to really focus on a project, or were you just mainly pumping like a single at that time?
I released, like, shortly after the open mic stuff, I dropped 2 songs on SoundCloud.
Okay.
But they blew up, though. I was like, dang, this is SoundCloud. I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting nobody to go listen to it at all. And it's crazy because...
You'll be surprised on how many people still listen to SoundCloud and run the numbers
Man,
up. For
sometimes I go back and look at it like, dang, people still comment on this?
For sure.
It's so old. But that's what, like, I start promoting my SoundCloud and stuff. And then, so now this is like 2018, end of 2017, we going into 2018. And I met Bernie Amsterdam from Memphis. He's a producer. And he used to always send me beat packs, but I never used them.
Damn, why?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just never did. Like, at that time I didn't really have the resources, like, to get to the studio. So 2019, it's my first year at MTSU,
Okay.
and I met another engineer from Memphis, and he was like, oh, Bernie was fucking with you like that, come record with me and stuff. So I used to go record with him, and then I found somebody on campus I would record in their closet.
Okay.
Yeah,
For sure. I'm grinding.
So I started recording on his beats, and my first real like EP, it was called Evolve, and Bernie produced the whole EP. But I ended up having to take it down because, of course, at that time I didn't know anything about split sheets and paperwork, and you got to buy the beat and this and that. So I had to just take it all down.
So you do a product, right? You finish the album with the EP, and as soon as you put it up, I know you hype, right?
Yeah.
First EP you dropping.
I did. I've dropped some merch and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, for real. I was like serious about it, but I did not have anybody telling me
about the business part of it.
Yeah.
About the do you have more knowledge of the business side now?
Most definitely.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, for
sure.
I wouldn't do that again.
Yeah.
See, hip hop crazy. So I'm gonna ask you a question about the business side, because some artists just want to go to the studio, record the music, and put the music out. Give me something that you learn. Give me 3 things that you learn about not knowing your business.
If you don't know anything about what you are doing, it's easier for you to dig yourself in a hole. Because say you have a song that blows up, you don't even own the song. You didn't even buy the beat. You didn't even copyright nothing. Like, you didn't do a split sheet. These people can take everything from you.
Even the guy who was sending you the beat packages, Damn, boy, that's
They
nasty.
say that's the
I'm
main-
sending you the beats to record on it.
But they say that's the main person who actually owns the song. He owns the most of the song.
Yeah, the
person
guy
who
who's-
do the beat.
Yeah.
The person who do the beat own majority of the song, and the whole song. If you ain't got your paperwork right,
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a good lesson. A good lesson to learn right there. So, do you have any children?
Yeah, I have 2 kids.
Okay, all right.
I got 2
kids.
boys.
Oh, okay.
Let me
Nah,
a-
I got a boy.
Let me ask you this. So, how has motherhood, like, let me ask you this. What experiences do you take or lessons you take from motherhood and incorporate it in your business life or in your music life?
Good question.
I feel like not just even being a mom, but being a parent in general, it makes you take things way more seriously because you got to bring home the bacon to your kids.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
So you have to. I feel like it made me stand more on business. It made me come out of my shell more because now I have more of an idea of where I want to be, and I have my purpose. Like it's changed, it's evolved because now I'm a mom, and I have to provide for them.
For sure.
No, I love it. I love it.
I want to ask you this.
Go ahead,
So let me ask you this right here. We're going to get some good questions now.
Okay.
When you in hip hop and as a lady, as a female, and as a beautiful, attractive female, how do you take guys serious when they reach out to want to work with you? Because it's an ugly game, and we you know, and the game that we in, we know that this happens. It's kind of hard for women. It's a male dominant sport, right? And for you to be attractive, like how do you get through that? Like how can you, like, what's your GPS to get through for guys that don't to take you serious?
I feel like it has a lot to do with the way that you carry yourself. Because I mean, you could be the most turned female rapper or whatever, but when you step into certain rooms, you have to carry yourself a certain way to,
For sure.
Distinguish between I'm coming in here as IMAN Dillard, the businesswoman. You know what I mean? So it really, like, you got to just put your foot down.
That's
and make it known, like, I'm not with the nonsense.
Nah, for sure.
Nah, I like that. What are some of the difficulties that you face as a woman, like trying to get into this male-dominated game? Do you face any problems or?
For sure. I mean, like I said in the beginning,
Was people
almost
taking you serious?
everybody that I was working with was getting over. Nobody told me about paperwork, nothing, none of that. I even had some engineers like steal my songs, like never sent me my songs to me. Nothing.
Are these people that you like had relationships with, like as friends, like teach you, like to be in the music, being also they just see that make me that take me back because like when somebody start a relationship in music or whatever, and we know that what we about to do, and they don't put me up on game, I'm looking at you funny now. Though.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, bro, what you trying to do?
Yeah.
Like, damn, you see, I'm in here busting my ass like you know what I'm saying?
No, like literally, like with the notebook, like okay,
Yeah.
like very serious, and then you sitting here knowing what you doing. So
I think at times it's on purpose. That's why I say disrespect comes on purpose, not on accident. It's
Nah,
like,
that's
yeah,
a
we're
fact.
gonna let her write because if something do happen, right? Because we don't never know when a jewel is getting made.
Yeah.
But when there's something getting made, I'm gonna let you go. I think similar to what Glorilla went into on her first big song with a producer. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He like, nah,
Yeah.
I own this. You can't go get a deal with Gotti without talking to me first.
Yeah.
That's deep, man.
I want to ask you this. So when you was growing up, what type of musicians or what artists did you look at for or listen to for inspiration, like growing up? Queen Latifah.
No, what's crazy is like
He said
Queen Latifah is
He
crazy.
added a
I
joke,
like
but
Queen Latifah.
I know,
though.
but that's a joke. But he said a joke to you. You didn't even fucking laugh though about
I
it.
like her though.
Yeah, okay.
I like Queen Latifah. I think she's very beautiful. She always been beautiful. Like
Yeah.
I love Queen Latifah, but
Now you
it's
feel
like
you
because you wouldn't imagine like
gonna give her a
living
props.
in
Yeah,
Kansas
that's
City. I had to do
Oh,
that
that's
first.
right. Okay, you Midwest. You a Midwest girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I grew up on like hyphy music, like
Mm-hmm.
Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, E40, McDre, like stuff like that. Like,
Do you still go back
wasn't
home?
really Snoop Dogg. I mean, I visit like every now and then. It's just not really too much there. I mean,
Okay.
my family's there, but I don't really miss living there.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know.
The Chiefs is there. You don't like football. You don't like
The
football.
Chiefs,
do
I
you?
mean, I like
The
going
Chiefs
to
are
the
good.
to,
Well, they put Kansas on
you
the
know,
map,
Super
right?
Bowl parties and
Yeah.
stuff. You know, I enjoy the food.
Most definitely.
And the
You know,
halftime.
yes,
And
yes,
the
yes.
halftime. It's
She
crazy.
gonna perform one halftime.
Shoot, I hope so.
Yeah. Let me get Jay. I'll get Jay-Z on the phone for you.
Yeah.
But no, the food. It's the
Kansas City do got good barbecue. I heard. I haven't been through Kansas
It
City.
is.
That's what
I
we
haven't
heard.
been through
It is
Kansas City.
Gates Barbecue. It's the chain. It's off the chain.
And she says it's a chain and it's
Okay.
off the chain.
And it's off the chain. And then they are so about community. Like they used to throw block parties, like, and have big old Christmas block parties and stuff like that for the kids and different, like, each community and stuff. Gates Barbecue is lit.
You gotta go. You're gonna have to travel back home, especially with your music, and you're getting a lot of traction. Because I still remember when I first saw you, and I was like, okay, be honest. I was like, that music and she rap, and then listen to you rap. Because now I want to say you're doing something with every other personality. And then, so I saw that, I heard that project, and now I'm glued to you because now I want more. Because at this time, I feel like when you was coming out and you was making your presence, this is when Nashville hip hop for females was taking like, it was coming fast.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I do like what she's doing. Let me ask you this. When you do go into the studio and you listening to a beat, is there any time, like, would you have a problem with a songwriter? Okay.
Now, I used to.
Okay.
And
Okay, speak
I
on
used
that.
to feel like that because a lot of people would accuse me of not writing my own raps. So I would always be like, I would never have a writer because it ain't never gonna be any second, any minute that I'm gonna give somebody a chance to think I'm not writing my own rap.
Yeah.
But now that I know what I know,
Exactly.
I am very open to having. I wouldn't mind, you know.
Yeah, that's growth, and that's like you said earlier. That's knowing the business. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
once
what I was gonna say.
once you learn the business, man, all that ego shit, it gotta go out the
Yes.
window. You gotta kill the ego off the top. You know what I'm saying? If you don't kill your ego, then you'll be responding to every
Exactly.
comment
Yes.
on Instagram and doing all that.
But hip
weird
hop,
shit.
but hip hop is one of the only genres that go. You know, look at
ego-driven.
look at songwriting as
Oh,
like,
yeah.
ugh.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a
nah,
negative.
bro, I'm supposed to sit
He
and
gets
write.
the E40. He said, "Ooh."
Yeah, all the time. Now I grew up off E40, so we like E40.
Yeah, I'm a sidebar, y'all. E40 did a fucking
Tiny Dance. I saw that.
I haven't watched it.
You gotta watch it.
Go
You gotta
watch
watch
it,
it.
people. Go
You gotta
watch
watch
that.
it.
I
You gotta
haven't.
watch it.
I haven't
Oh, that's
watched
tight.
it.
That's
Yeah, he
tight.
did. He did a tiny dance,
Yeah.
but that's what we like about music. So, Born Rich Club podcast is something that highlights entertainment, entrepreneurs. But our signature, like McDonald's got a signature. Our signature
It's the Big Mac.
Is hip hop, right? Like
Yeah.
we love because everybody got a signature, and our signature is we love to highlight a lot of things that's going on in our city, our state, the world. But we love to always go back and talk to artists. Artists that's underground. I don't like to use local. I like to say underground as making a way to reach the elite level where they supposed to go to. So I want to ask you this because I heard you say something about foster care. Can you speak on a little bit about the reason, like you was in, not the reason, but you was in foster care. How was like just being in foster care was?
It's crazy because I went when I was 15.
Okay.
And when you get placed as a teenager like that late in your teens, it's hard to find a placement home. And so I literally I remember I spent the night at the DCS like foster care office, whatever that was. I had to like spend the night there because they couldn't find nowhere for me to go. Because a lot of parents don't want 15, 16, 17-year-old kids.
Okay, true.
So
Makes sense.
it took like the next morning they found a placement for me, and I remember I walked in, and it's this white man, this Caribbean woman. They have a son. He's young, and I was like, oh my fucking God. Ooh, can I cut?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
oh yeah,
was
we ain't
thinking,
now. We
like,
ain't the radio now.
I'm like, how am I gonna survive this?
Yeah.
But they actually turned out like to be really, really cool. And even to this day, I talk to them, and
Oh, that's
like
dope.
I still look at him as my little brother.
What's your mental like at that age and being in foster care?
Man, I've always been a very self-aware person, even as like a really, really small kid. So I don't know. It's like I don't know where I got that from. It was a hard transition, but I was rolling with it. Like
Yeah.
I made the best of it. I was even still, whenever first chance I got a job.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't okay. So it wasn't like in my mind like foster care. Like I'm thinking of a movie. They lock you in a room and
No,
shit. Yeah.
no. I had
He
my
said,
own
"Nah,
room.
you
No,
not
guess-
doing
You
it."
know, like luckily I had great foster parents
Okay.
that made me feel comfortable. Like I didn't really want for anything. You know,
Wow,
like they
that's dope.
supported me a lot. They support my music and stuff.
Oh, okay. Damn. Give a message to a little girl who's in foster care.
I would say keep your head up, stay focused, stay positive, pour into yourself, love on yourself, and know that what your situation looks like today, it can change by tomorrow.
Facts. That's what
I love it. I love it, man. I love it. All right, now let's get into it, man. Let's get into this EP, man. Winning season, man.
Yes.
Winning season.
You got it. You got
it.
When you went to New York, did you listen to it?
What, winning season?
Yeah.
Hey, come on, man. I listen to it all the time.
okay.
Come on, man. Stop
He was
playing with
doing,
me,
yeah, I
man.
told you he's happy as hell you was coming.
Stop
See,
blaming me, man.
listen, I always said this about you. I said, this woman needs to be in a movie. And I say it all the time. I say it to, and listen, look, Joseph E. Banks, everybody that do movies in my city, in our city, I tell you guys all the time. Well, I say this all the time. I say it to KDZ, everybody. Imani needs to be in the movie. Iman needs to be in the
KD's,
movie.
look, I put my order in for him to put me in Piranhas in the Field too. I
Yeah.
put my order in. I was like, come
Nah,
on,
you
I'm
need
ready.
your own movie.
Oh,
Yeah, you need-
want me to step like that?
Yeah, you got to get your own movie. You got to
You
get
know
your
what? I
own
agree
movie.
with you.
You better listen.
agree
You
with
better,
you.
off the top, y'all need to put her in the movie. I think you're very talented, like very, very talented. You give me that. Your music. You tell stories a little bit, a lot, right? So, I want to ask you this: get into the winning season. The EP, you making it. You happy? You excited? It dropped. What was your response like?
It was crazy. I got a huge response. I felt very humbled. I was like, damn, they fucking with me.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of honest response too. Like people was like, you know what, Iman, I didn't really expect to like it like that.
Yeah.
But you snapped on this song and, you know, keep doing stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I'm getting somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. It makes you feel like what you're doing is working.
Yeah.
Because a lot of us sometimes can do something and the response can be negative. And even just because it's negative, it doesn't mean that it's bad. But
Exactly.
sometimes not having confidence, not having self-esteem, and not knowing what your music is going to do,
Yeah.
and you getting feedback, that's a lot of times why a lot of people fail. They say, you know what, I'm done. I thought I was going to drop this album.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Cause nobody wanted Beyonce to drop the cowboy stuff, right? Country, right? But she still done it, and she still
You
won
gotta-
numerous
you
awards.
gotta
for
go
doing it.
with. I mean, speaking of that though, so I noticed you got 5 songs on the EP. Why not do a full album or a 12-song project or something like that?
I feel like, okay, so it kind of sounds a little bit unorthodox, right? But to me, it's spiritual. Like winning season, I'm literally manifesting the life that I want. Like every season I'm in is my winning season. I felt called to do 5 songs. I did 5 songs.
Okay.
You know, like that's how
I think that's enough for an
operate.
EP
You know what
anyway.
I'm saying? Even like certain songs, how long they are, is because I want them to be
Just
that long,
the length of
that
this
number. You
yeah.
know.
Okay, so I want to ask you this then. When you just songwriting, music, you say, the business, you're learning. What's next for Iman?
I think people, like you said, should be expecting me to pop out in a lot of different acting stuff.
Okay. You don't call
my
it the acting bug.
visuals are gonna incorporate more acting scenes, like more like movie type of.
Yes, bring that back.
videos,
Yes, bring that back. I'm tired of, listen, I'm a man, so I'm going to tell you this. I'm tired of seeing the same kind of videos.
Yeah.
I do need to see storylines. And storylines used to make us really want to get to know the artist a little more, right? I'm tired of the same. You go for the dudes
they
too.
had
I'm tired.
to, because back in the day, you didn't know too much about celebrities' personal lives.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So the
for
video
sure.
had to be popping.
Yeah, for sure.
It had to be, and I really admire that, because people just be too much in your business now. People don't gotta know everything about you. You gotta have some type of mystique to you to keep the audience keep reeling them in.
Yeah, you got. How often do you record?
I actually when I'm not in the studio, I record myself at home.
Oh, you're a hustler.
In the closet, you get in the
closet.
I see,
In my
but
closet.
you
Yeah.
determined.
Yeah.
I see you. I see you. You make a way.
No, I like that. I
I'm
like
making
that. What's the concept to the video Envy? What's the concept and the motivation behind that video?
So I wanted it to be me just popping my shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I just wanted to just pop my shit, because that's what the song is about. It's all this envy, but I'm still popping my shit.
What's your relationship with female rappers in the city?
I'm not really too close with too many, but I strive to be, though. I would like to build a stronger community amongst other female rappers. I feel like we need it.
Absolutely.
Why you feel like you're not so
Absolutely.
close to them? Did you reach out?
I do. I reach out. I feel like I'm cool with a good handful of them. I would want to build more relationships with others, but sometimes you can't force nothing. You just gotta let stuff happen organically.
And I think it will, because shit, y'all got the juice right now. You know what I mean? So
I
y'all
agree.
y'all gonna be y'all gonna be in the same places, the same circles. You know, especially while everybody's on their grind, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everybody making sure they want to show Nashville love. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't got your city, you ain't got shit. So y'all, it's better when y'all work together and
I
link
agree.
up. But I
agree.
understand what you're saying. If you're saying don't force it, because you know what I'm saying, we
Yeah.
ain't begging nobody out here. But
Not necessarily like that. It's just especially as women, you just have to let it happen organically. You know,
True.
because the dynamic is just different amongst women. I feel like it's different when you see another female rapper you don't really know like that in person, and then it's like, oh, what's up?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it just got to kind of happen like that.
I get what you're saying.
Let me ask you this though about the album, because I fucks with the
He happy.
album.
He happy as
But
hell about y'all.
if you
I promise.
well, the EP, let me make sure I say that right. But if you had to tell somebody to listen to one song off the EP, what song would you tell a person?
My favorite song.
Yeah, what's your favorite song?
Is Envy, just because of how I'm starting it off. That's one of my favorite songs on there.
Do you
Okay.
feel like people envy you?
It wasn't even directed towards anybody specifically. It was
But I'm just
more
saying, but do you feel like it? Do you feel like people envy you?
sure.
You think people feel like you just popped up out of nowhere?
I do feel like a lot of people feel like that. Yeah.
Sometimes you can step. Well, not you personally, but I'm saying in general, a lot of people feel like when I grew up. So I'm gonna say this: when I was growing up, you remember when people used to say, "That's my cell." Like, bro, that ain't your sales. It's everybody out here selling.
He gonna buy crack from whoever got
Yeah,
it.
he gonna buy crack from whoever got it, bro. That ain't your damn sale, bro.
Yeah.
But and I was never one of them guys to say somebody play with my play.
Yeah.
It's everybody play. He gonna call you if you do good. If you don't fuck with him, he ain't gonna call you.
That is hilarious.
And I'm moving it over to a lot of times when I'm an artist and I've been an artist for the last 6-7 years, and I feel like this is my lane, and then next thing you know, female hip hop has got so big now. Where at first it was just 2 of us, now it's 10 of us. And some people can get terrible, egos can bump heads a little bit. And they can be like, man, who is this?
Yeah.
Who is Born Rich Club? Man, they popped up out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, it can be jealousy, hate, envy. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes that just happens. So that's why I said, do you feel like?
I
No,
really don't.
Okay. Speak on it. You don't take it personal?
No, because I look at everything spiritually. There might be something that you are going through or have been through that you are not able to process certain emotions.
Facts.
That it don't have nothing to do with me. Like at all.
That's right. Right. Sometimes it don't even got nothing to do with you.
Okay. I like that. And you keep saying spiritual and spiritually. I like that. I like it. So are you like spiritually? Do you spiritually dated?
Yeah,
do you have a man or what's going on with you? Do you have a spiritual? Do you have a spiritual partner?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Do you? Your camera right there too. Where your PR at? Yeah. Your camera right here. So you better say yeah if you got somebody calling you, girl.
He watching.
You don't? You single? Dang, for real? Well, that's
why you gonna say dang? It's not a dang. It's she's focused on her career right now.
Sure. And I don't mean dang like dang. I mean dang like somebody should have been tried to holler at you. When was your last relationship?
I was
We gonna get a little
I
nosy.
was engaged to my children's father.
Okay.
We were engaged. Like I'm very
So
serious.
you messed that up.
What did you do
Yeah,
to
what
him?
you done did to make this man do that?
Now don't do that, okay?
You probably was the problem. You don't think you was the problem?
I'm not gonna blame nobody. I just think
Yeah,
that
that's what they say
we
when they the
both knew that was not for us, but we still we got to be there for the kids, and we have to evolve into our best selves to even support each other. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And I'm just like, and then I'm a mom. I'm not finna play around with nobody's son. Unless you're trying to marry me.
I don't know what that means.
You gotta marry me. You gotta put a ring on my finger if you want to be with me.
Yeah, but you gotta start.
No, I had a girl tell me
the courting, the dating.
I mean, sure, but I'm not dating.
No more play.
I'm we dating to figure out if you're gonna be my husband, if I'm gonna be your wife. I'm not playing.
That's scary. Listen, I'm gonna tell you that's scary.
It can be for somebody that don't know what they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you that up front, like you gotta ease us in it.
No, I'd rather you be upfront and tell me so I can go ahead and get up out of there.
See, I got this girl number. So I was on Instagram, right? And I was like, damn, I like her. So instantly I was like, I just jumped the gun. So I was like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I try to do my little thing, and she sent me her number though. She sent me her number, but she said, do not use my number if you ain't ready to settle down, and just was doing. I was like,
she should have said that before she even sent the number.
Well, no, I guess. Well, I'm like, no, they got to.
But I mean, we hear that a lot. People are dating with intention.
Though.
People are trying to date now with intentions.
And then I don't like all that.
I waste your time.
DM, all the internet. No, I rather my husband gonna find me in person. I mean, my husband.
Well, you can't say that now.
Because I don't play that. I don't like that.
Well, no. Well, you gotta. Listen.
That's too new age.
Yes, but technology has advanced. Where at first we do meet church, gas station, club. Yeah. That's what places we did used to meet up at. But now,
and see, them relationships last longer too.
I done seen some Instagram. Now hold on, I done seen some Instagram relationships last.
They be fake as hell.
Dang, okay.
And all of it
is cheating a deal breaker to you?
Absolutely. If
you do it one time.
Nah, you.
What about if you accidentally cheat? Because you can accidentally cheat. You don't think you can accidentally cheat?
You will be accidentally getting your ass kicked. I'm gonna call my uncle. I'm gonna call my daddy.
Uh-huh.
And they gonna accidentally get your ass.
Hold on. See, that's probably why you single. Because if you get cheated on, you calling people?
If I got to, yes. I ain't saying I'm gonna just pull up, be calling just to get somebody beat up for no reason.
Yeah.
But with if I got to, I will. I'm gonna call them people.
I think cheating shouldn't be a deal breaker.
Well, that's your business.
Yeah, he'll get cheated on. He'll let the girl cheat on him
What?
one time.
No. No. Only the man can cheat. Because if I cheat on you and you find out, I'm gonna cry.
This is toxic.
No. Listen, you gotta hear me out. Iman, you gotta hear me out. I feel like this. If a man cheat, right, and he come back, if I cheat on you, but I come back to you, I'm saying, look, I was out there. I ain't
Look, somebody like me, I'm going to see it in a dream. You ain't even going to say nothing. I'm going to see it in a dream. I'm going to feel it. I'm going to know. And then you're going to be looking at me crazy like, how the hell? How the hell? Because I'm on your ass.
So is it a such thing as a woman's tuition?
Yes. Men have an intuition. Men, y'all got it too.
No, I think you nosy. I think that's just a nosy. That's a nosy trait, right? Because I'm not. Listen, when I date,
a godly trait. God gave you intuition.
When I date, I'm not looking at your phone. I'm not. My mind when I date, don't even go negative.
Yeah, I don't even go through phones.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never been that type of girl.
I don't know, man. They say that, don't
they
Nah,
won't go
I ain't
through.
going through no phone
I
now.
think people done
Because
been-
if I see something that I don't want to see,
Mm-hmm.
you're not finna have me depressed and crying and shit. No, and I like to eat. You're not gonna have me missing no meal. I'm not going through nobody's phone. If God want me to know, then it's gonna come to the light. I'm not going through that phone.
But you
I
do
believe
believe
that.
in marriage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
I believe that on the phone shit because it's in there.
I'm
that's
not-
just my mentality. That's
I ain't even trying to get
you know
my
what I'm saying?
feelings hurt.
That's a
okay?
fact. Before
I
I
like
even
being happy. I'm not going through that phone.
that's a fact.
Give me 3 things that's deal breakers here, other than cheating, because we already got cheating
Yeah,
down.
that's off the top.
But give me 3 more other deal breakers.
Hygiene.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Yes. Off the top.
Hygiene. You gotta take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Taking care of yourself. I don't even want to be out with you nowhere.
So hygiene. We got cheating, hygiene.
Yeah, cheating, hygiene.
Give me one more.
Let's see.
Damn. She said, "Let's see." You got a list.
I really do. I don't really. Okay.
Hold on now. You got a list of things that you ain't gonna.
I mean, if you got bad, that should be anybody's
no hygiene.
deal
No
breaker.
hygiene. No, hygiene number 1.
So it's making
Being
sense.
cheating. Yeah, right now you going at it's good. So hygiene, cheating, and give
You
me
ain't
one
got
more.
no
out there,
job.
man.
You ain't got no income. You ain't stable. You ain't got no car. You ain't even got no. You got a bike, a skateboard, or something. That's a deal breaker.
yeah.
I drive my mama car.
You ain't got no bus card or nothing, baby. You gotta go.
Oh, but I'm like what you saying though. You're not.
I'm being
you're not,
funny, but I'm serious. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
serious. You gotta have
'Cause
some-
I've been
Can the
through
man
that. I
ride
used
the
to
bus and
ride.
still try to talk to you?
That's how I met my baby daddy on the bus. We was both riding the bus. You feel me?
Nah, that's fine.
So just
I like
certain
your, I like
things.
your honesty.
I respect if you're trying, but I can't be with nobody that's not trying.
Is it
can't.
hard to date while you doing music?
I don't.
So you don't date?
Mm-mm.
I don't get it. You say, hold on. If God bring you somebody right now,
He ain't brought me nothing yet.
but he might will. I'm just saying, because you're doing music and you're very good at doing music, and it's only the top from here, right? Like we're seeing the progress, we're seeing the growth, we're seeing as you evolve. It's going to be somebody that's going to come around. Are you willing to date while you're doing music?
I mean, I'm not saying I'm not open to
Yeah.
it. I feel like if the right opportunity presents itself
Mm-hmm.
and it feels right, then yeah.
What sign are you?
I'm a Gemini.
That's crazy.
Why everybody be saying Gemini like I just said I'm in the Illuminati or something? Like, that's crazy.
You're a Gemini.
Nah, I'm not a Gemini.
I'm a Taurus. So.
See how he said nah.
But I'm not
What's
even.
wrong with being a
I'm not
Gemini?
even saying it in a negative way. I'm
Well,
just,
no more.
I'm
He just used,
not-
he used to be in it real deep, and he didn't like Geminis.
Nah, it ain't that. No, it ain't that. I don't really know too much about the zodiac signs, but I'm not a Gemini, so I don't have any problem with Gemini. Shout out to the Gemini.
She got a lot of deal breakers. I'm just listening to your.
Shout out to the Geminis, man.
Like, why you got a lot of deal breakers though?
I feel like what I said made
He said,
sense.
yeah.
You know, those deal breakers made sense. They made a lot of sense.
No, the hygiene, cheating, most definitely.
Because a lot of them just be out here funky and cheating and lying.
Funky and
smelling
cheating's
like
crazy.
outside. And just unstable.
You give me not approachable. Are you
I get
approachable?
that a lot.
I
Honestly, I get that a lot, but I'm really the most down to earth person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I walk out of my house looking so crazy just to go to the store, and that's when I get the most like compliments. Like, oh, you look so beautiful, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I look toe down.
Yeah.
You are a fool. But that's crazy. Like, when I'm all dressed up, people don't really want to talk to me.
Yeah, because it's
Then
not.
they say something, I'll be like, oh, hey.
They DM you and say, "I seen you."
That's crazy.
They
That's
say
the
that.
worst.
Oh, for real? Yeah, people do me like that. They be like, "Hey, I think I saw you." I'm like, "Girl, you know you saw me."
Yeah.
But I'm like you. Once you do that, I'm like, "Oh, nah, So what is it with your like? Just having high self-esteem and confidence is what you need in this game.
Yes, absolutely. You got to.
Where you get
because
yours at?
My mama and my daddy.
Okay.
Yeah, my mama and my daddy. My mama was always, both of my parents actually, fashionistas.
Mm-hmm.
My daddy was like a Midwest pimp.
Okay.
Okay, that's what
You know
pimping
what
was
I'm
at,
saying?
right?
Cadillacs, had
Yeah.
just suited and booted. My mama, she was
Suited
just
and booted.
always that girl. Like, I remember just seeing her getting dressed like, ooh, like, she used to do photo shoots and everything.
Okay.
And I'll just be looking at her like, I want to be just like that.
So this what got you into fashion also?
And
Because you saw.
she was also like there to like, you know, egg me on. Like, she used to let me do my own hair and let me get myself dressed, get my nails done. Like, she used to have me doing photo shoots. So that really like, that made me like, boosted my confidence.
No, that's dope.
Before we go, I got a couple of more, but I want to ask you this: what do you think about investing? Like, do artists? Because artists look for management, or sometimes artists go straight into like, okay, I'm just going to invest, and it's difficult because you don't realize how much money it really takes to even just to scratch the surface a little bit.
Yeah.
What is your thoughts on artists investing in themselves?
It should be your top priority.
Okay.
I feel like as a woman, it's important because you don't want nobody to play with you. You don't want nobody to think that they can play with you. Like,
Facts.
I'm very big on, I'm paying for studio time, I'm paying for my videos, I'm, you know, doing everything, crossing my T's, dotting my I's, because that just gives you more respect. People respect you and they know, like, okay, she's serious about what she's doing.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And if you an artist, you ain't investing into your videos, your look, your brand. You not doing nothing to build it up and actually make it look like something. You tripping. Ain't nobody
No, you
gonna
right.
see your vision if you're not investing into yourself.
No, you're right. Most definitely. Are you looking to be independent artist, or are you looking to get signed to a major?
Honestly,
Like, what's your goal?
If it's the right, you know, money on the table,
Money on the table.
I'm gonna just be honest. I feel like if it's the right thing for me, I don't want to get myself in a hole. I'm not gonna be too quick to sign nothing, you know. But right now, I'm staying independent. I want to actually do different things with my artistry and my brand and who I am.
Okay.
Nah, that's dope. That's
Yeah,
dope.
I like that. I like
dope.
what you just said right there.
Nah,
Like,
that's-
it's more what you want to do creativity wise
You
with
don't
your
want to
brand.
sell yourself short. Like, you don't want to
I'm
do that.
saying
Yeah.
with my eyes closed.
No.
No, I'm bullshit. I'm bullshit though. I wouldn't sign with my
Please
eyes.
don't do that.
Yes, sir.
I would
yes,
never do
sir, man. And that's what we like to bring to the people, man. The Born Rich Club podcast,
Most definitely.
man. We love having dope conversations with dope, amazing people,
Yes.
man. So before we get out of here, Amon, tell the people how they can support the music, follow your career, and the whole nine, your social media presence, and all of that good stuff.
And she don't answer
First-
DMs, y'all. Y'all heard that, so stay out of them.
First, y'all got to go. If you don't do anything, go stream Winning Season EP
For sure.
by Iman Dillard. You guys can follow me across all social platforms at official Iman Dillard. Stay tuned for what's coming next.
And you already know, man, I'm going to end it the same way OG Mr. McGee did. This is what we do. Born Rich Club, we love to highlight artists that's coming up, that's on the level of greatness. And she comes in, she lets you know that she got high self-esteem, she got very
Absolutely.
high confidence, she's a workaholic, and if she can't do it, she gonna find a way to do it.
Absolutely.
She's gonna get it done, very determined. Open your ears up. Make sure that y'all go follow this artist. Make sure that you give her a listen because the EP is dope. Got new music coming out. She's still dropping visuals for you guys.
That's a fact.
And this is what we do. Like I said, this is a very highlight moment. I want to say thank you for coming on the show.
Thank
I'm
you
gonna
for
end it with
having
two
me.
things. Y'all already know what I'm gonna say, man. I'm gonna say, I'm Lano Excel. Get money, stay true, get money.
And listen, man, if nobody told you today that they love you, let me be the very first person to tell you that I love you, I love you, I love you. Peace.